I am offering today a small dose of what I call situational speculation. Here's what I saw, and given the situation and context, here's what I think it means. I believe this purple Gallinule spread and crossed wing display is an interspecies threat posture directed towards a nearby king rail. Early one morning as I drove slowly along a dike road, off to my left I noticed an adult purple Gallinule fly in from left to right. The bird landed on some floating water lily leaves and ran a short distance. The bird then clambered halfway up a clump of marsh grass where it started its display. I then spotted an adult king rail standing in the middle of the dike road about 50 feet to my direct front and about 100 feet from the purple Gallinule. The rail, which was facing to the right with its back towards the displaying Gallinule, then walked off the dike road and disappeared into the ditch habitat on the side of the road opposite from the Gallinule. After the rail disappeared, the purple Gallinule continued to display from its position in the marsh, all the while facing away from where the rail had been. As you can see, the purple Gallinule fluffed its neck feathers, spread both wings, and held its wings somewhat behind its back in an apparent attempt to look bigger and to be intimidating to any potential foe. After concluding its display, the purple Gallinule climbed down and walked across the floating water lily leaves, initially heading towards where the rail had been. The Gallinule then veered to its left and moved towards a second adult purple Gallinule about 100 feet away, which had at least one black chick with it. At the time of the preparation of this video, I'm not familiar with the intraspecies territorial displays of purple Gallinules. While I cannot rule out the possibility that these displays are directed towards another purple Gallinule, I do not think that they are, based on the direction the displaying Gallinule was facing and on the nearby habitat conditions. The combination of color, surface area, posture, and position in these rear-facing views of a purple Gallinule seem more than adequate to maximize a threat projection attitude from a distance. I thus presume that the bird is deliberately facing away from, not towards, a potential adversary. The area in front of the displaying Gallinule consists of extensive freshwater marsh habitat. In contrast, the area behind the Gallinule consists of a small area of marsh bisected by a raised earthen dike topped by a gravel road with a narrow ditch of wooded swamp-like habitat beyond the road. From my limited experience with purple Gallinules and king rails, I believe that king rails are more likely to use the swamp-like habitat than are purple Gallinules. Today's threat display behavior seems to agree with a pattern of previous observations here. On a drive through this same area earlier this morning, I spotted an adult purple Gallinule with two black, downy chicks foraging in the same general area. Also, I spotted what I think was the same purple Gallinule family, i.e. 2 adults and 3 chicks, here on a visit 5 days earlier. Based on the potential territorial and/or brood defense nature of this encounter, I suspect that the displaying purple Gallinule was a male. Also, I wonder if there's any difference in the amount and/or vividness of the bronze-colored back and wing feathers between male and female purple Gallinules, at least during the breeding season. Given this experience, if you or I see something similar in the future, at least we can be alert for a potentially interesting wildlife observation. If we are fortunate and such an event does occur, my advice would be to be patient, to have your binoculars and/or camera ready, and to let the situation develop to see what happens. Bonne chance!